What's going on, guys? Coming us back with another deck having pro. What do we have here today?
Another Geargia deck.
What kind of Geargia?
Geargia Machina.
Okay.
So it has some pretty cool synergy and gives you some more options in the main extra deck.
Alright, let's get into it.
Cool. Alright, so Geargia lineup is pretty much standard is chases 3 armor, 3 accelerator, 3 arsenal, 3 MK2s, and the 1 Ano.
Not green rare.
Yeah, so that is about as standard as can be. No reason to mess with those.
True.
And then for the Machinas, we have the 3 gear frame and the 3 fortress. So gear frame on normal can basically search for fortress. Fortress, you can ditch itself and basically anything, any earth monster, I think earth machine monster, whatever. And then summon it from the graveyard, basically that way, because you can use it towards its own summoning condition. It's really cool. So it's a lot easier to summon from the hand than the grave. From the grave, you have to actual ditch levels level 8, which would be like 2 level 4s, or again like another something. He's almost a boss monster in his own right. If your opponent targets with a monster effect, you can rip a card out of their hand. If he dies by battle, you can send 1 card they have to the graveyard, non-destroying. So that's kind of cool. So depth's decent against hands. And then also he's level 7, so he gives you rank 7 options. And then gear frame, also being a machine, and level 4 or less, you can search them with Geargia. So that's the kind of the synergy of the deck is basically you basically always have access to your Machina engine because of Geargia.
Yeah, Fortress is just one of the most annoying cards in the format, honestly.
Yeah. Spell cards. We have just the 3 MST, 3 Soul Charge, and 1 Book of Moon. Just pretty much all the best spells in the format. The plus side of playing Fortress, especially with a card like Soul Charge, you can Fortress, ditch a card like Arsenal or Armor to summon itself, and then you can Soul Charge these back, so then you can basically have both on the board in your opening board, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah. Same as cells as I am, though.
Yeah. So. Trap cards, we got the 3 Gear, cards just nuts, gotta play it. 3 Fiendish, 3 Breakthrough, and then I play the 3 best ones. Bottomless is decent, but it doesn't hit as much as these cards. Basically always hit everything. And then last 2 is just kind of some more like protection for my Gear armors. It's just 2 Mirror Force, so that's my 40 card list for the extra deck. Play 3 Geargia, got the nice first eds, all in chillin'. But yeah, the card, so this card adds from deck or graveyard, so it's really cool. So if you need to get pieces out of your graveyard like accelerators or gear frame or whatever, you can add to the graveyard too. If it dies, you can float into a Geargia Ano, and then Geargia Ano on your turn, you contribute it to summon any Geargia back from your graveyard, so you can get like your armor back or whatever. So that's a really cool interaction. Because I believe he summons it with their effects negated. No, just summons it. But MK2, he has a cool on summon effect. The summon one from the grave, but only on normal, not special. Yeah. So normal or flip. So this card's like you always go through 3. And because of that, you're always going through resources so fast, you got to play 2 emeralds. So I got the 2 DTs unlocked for that, and they come up.
Yeah, just too good for the deck, honestly.
For the rest of the rank 4s, we got 2 Exciton. I like 2 Exciton because you can this deck makes rank 4 so easily, especially without using your normal summon because of Accelerator. So you can make one as a bait, it'll get stopped by warning or whatever, and then you can make another one very easily. So that's why I like 2. 1 Dire, 1 the Giant Hand, 1 Dweller, and 1 101. So these are probably the best generic XYZs of the format. Obviously, there's a ton you can play. I had to limit it down because I'm playing some rank 7s too. So for rank 7s, we got the 1 Dracula Sack and the 1 Big Eye. Having access to both of these cards is really cool because this gives you access to basically more removal of any kind. Whereas Diamond Dar is usually your only generic one, which also you have to give up itself. Where this card you get to kind of gain some advantage in the process. And then Big Eye just stealing monsters is really good. Especially you can like steal level 4s and then rank 4 with them basically. So that's really cool. And then rank 3s, I got the Silver Mountain and the Wind Up Zen Maidens. Sorry. So he's really cool because when he destroys on a monster at battle, you can summon any Earth monster from your graveyard, including Fortress. So that's really crazy.
That's so stupid.
So he's more of like an offensive option. The Laka Spell Trap Zone down is kind of cool, but if it's a chainable trap, it doesn't really matter, but it can be useful. And then this is more of a defensive option if you just need to buy a few turns. Zen Maidens is always a safe option, so kind of offense-defense option. So that's the obviously playing the rank 7s kind of eats up a lot of your extra deck. But I mean, still, like again, like the main pieces are all there. You just kind of missing out some situational ones. But yeah, I really like the deck. Fortress is just a really cool card and definitely just gives an extra layer to the deck. I don't know if it's better than like the card Curry or maybe like the pure trap version, but or even the hand version. But it's cool. It's definitely fun experimenting with, and I would highly recommend it.
For sure.
Cool. All right. Well, this is Dive in the Gents signing out.
See ya.